take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going.
And we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19, 18. 70 Lions.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
They'll get that out wide to Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line.
That's good.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jets, nothing.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Right.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. You talk about this Miami defense. And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Here we go, son.
Here's Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Here we go. Turbo, sir.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You got a mini base. Why not? Here we go, son. All right.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Jets had 8 and 5 to start play. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down, and Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, Fields. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And the Jets are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
12 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Got him, and it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Ties the game at 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. (7-7), our score after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 53 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Fields. his throw here's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
319, get that.
Here's Fields. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Second and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
60 Bison.
Back to throw again.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
And haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through the entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Go.
To throw is Fields. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And he's got Jordan complete right side. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw caught by Achane. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Back to throw now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Ready up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Come on. Set. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Timber, tracking 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw here. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go, tonight.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Good.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Here we go, son.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now it's Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Go.
Now Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 331, 331. Tonight.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Here we go, tonight. 331, 331. Tonight.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Here we go. Tonight.
They snap it to Fields. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, oh, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Dolphins 24, Jets 21. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, son.
Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Ready?
Here's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. That is caught. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Here we go. Green 19, just attack. Tonight.
Back to throw. Fields. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Throwing again is Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jordan. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Braylon Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Jets 28, Dolphins 24.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Achane gets it from the gun. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Got a man. It's Brown.
Complete to De'Ami Brown. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jets' 9-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Now back to throw.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Dolphins answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Dolphins 31.
Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Here we go, son. 58, who's his that?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Here we go.
Now Fields.
Looking left side, he's got it complete.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. To the 43, 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Fields going to change things up here.
Go.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
Here's Fields.
Allen here on the screen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
Now an audible here into something else. All eyes on Fields.
It's caught. Smith. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, set. Sit high. Sit high.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
First down.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as good running gets him to about the 44. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. They set up the screen. Achane has it. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 36. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Throw caught by Achane.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a 2nd and 6. Not liking the look, they'll change the play. On play action, they'll throw. Pass to Brown, he's got it on the crossing route. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. Back to throw again. And it's caught. And this is a touchdown. And it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 3:19, get that. Go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
19 shots. Tonight.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go, tonight.
From the 50, here's Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Dolphins, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.